Hi, everyone. Welcome to your academic overview session on GB 112 and 212. I'm joined by Professor Wolf and Professor Casale, and they'll talk a little bit about the overview of the courses and provide some guidance and support on what to expect in your first semester in either GB 112 and 212.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Professor Wolf, Lynn Wolf. I want to welcome you all to Bentley. I'm sure you've heard that a lot in the past couple of days, but personally, I want to welcome you as a fellow Falcon. I want you to know I went through this course before and my whole career at Bentley, and I want you to know I'm living proof it can be done. GB 112 and 212 are going to lay the groundwork for you so that if you haven't had business before, you're going to learn all about business, how it all works, and the accounting area is going to help you build a foundation to be able to take into your other classes. Coming back to Bentley, I was a little surprised to hear that people might be a little concerned about this class and how it is in that, but I want you to know that Professor Casale and I, and your instructors and all the resources are here to make not only this class a success, but also, help you in all your other classes that you're going to be doing. So I'm going to share my screen, as I didn't do that, and I sometimes forget. So this is us, and I want to start out by saying this. One reason probably that people might feel a little anxious about coming to school and learning, it's a new transition. You're coming to a brand new school. It's not high school anymore. You're learning how to adapt to Bentley. We're now doing this online thing. You're just kind of getting acclimated with new friends and family and living situations and that. So know that it is a big transition, and we're all here to help you on that. But that most of the things you're going to learn in this class are going to help you not only to learn how to do GB 112 and 212, but how to acclimate to Bentley life as well. So we kind of get these slides, and you'll have the slide deck available to use here and anywhere you want. First thing to consider is probably the most obvious thing, attend classes. So you've done it in high school, you're going to do it here. Make sure that you can get to classes as much as you possibly can. There's live classes for anyone who's hybrid. There's online for hybrid and people who are doing it fully remote and that. Being in class and being part of the live moment is definitely a way you can kind of absorb the most. But know this, unlike any other semesters that we've had this, we'll all be recorded. Now I know that doesn't sound like fun when we're being recorded, but it's a resource that you're going to have to be able to go back to. So if Professor Wolf says something about debits and credits, you don't know what it is, you can go back to the video and follow it up and kind of relearn it again and say, what did she say? Maybe she talked too fast, whatever it is. So make sure you attend classes. Also, I recommend to all my students that you download and print out the slides. Or print out, however you are, if you're electronic or you're a paper person, but make sure that you have everything available. The slides are basically the crux of what we're going to talk about in class, and what you can do is get the understanding from the classroom there and fill in everything else with the learning objectives that we will give you that will be from your readings and cases and everything else together, and you'll pull it all into one fell swoop. We'll have handouts for you and stuff. So what your best thing to do is to go to your professor's course Blackboard site and see ahead as to what's there from your syllabus and what materials are coming up ahead, and then get those things printed out or ready for you to roll in each class. So that falls into the be prepared for every class. So just go there, check up, you have some assigned readings in that, and be prepared for that. We've tried to break everything out into ways that will give you different ways to learn and have different ways to have materials, and that you can we will help you pull that all together. The most important thing I could probably say out of this whole thing is to take advantage of the moment in class. Do not be afraid to participate. Do not be afraid to talk. We are human beings, and your classmates are all fellow Falcons with you. Be sure you engage. Ask questions. No question is silly. Make sure that you get anything you need, and work with the professor in the way that they roll their class. If they say you can ask questions in between, if they say wait till I pause, however it is, work with them and tell them what works best for you as well. So we want to make sure that your learning experience is what everybody, works best for them. So outside class. So you have us for 80 minutes of class twice a week, and then you go outside. So just keep in mind that I would say that, when you're prepping for class, that's like stretching out before a workout. You're at class, it's the workout. Now this is the cool down. You're going to basically look at the information that you got from class and kind of regroup on it, see what things make sense, see what don't. It's a new language. Accounting is the language of business. It's a new language you're learning. And as you get acclimated to it, you'll want to kind of reiterate and find out some things that you have. We recommend that, and this will scare people because I'm sure every professor is going to say the same thing, but we recommend that for every hour of class time, you put in a couple hours of study time and prep time. So if I do the numbers for you, the 3 hours rounded up of class time is about 6 hours of prep during the week. So I know you multiply that times your classes, that is a lot, but as we're going to talk about, time management is going to be your friend. We have other modules, these McGraw-Hill Connects, that are going to help you with the reading and that and highlight the important things that you need to know. Working the homework is very important. We will provide you with solutions and answers. We will go over it in class. You will have resources to help you with it, but going over the homework is going to help solidify those concepts. And I can't stress enough, go to Blackboard. You're going to have everything there. So keep in mind when you're working this class, and probably every other class, memorization doesn't always work. It's good that you can kind of get those initial concepts down. And I may tell you one or two things, just memorize this, but it's going to be the basic concepts. What you want to do is understand why. You want to be that 4-year-old kid like my godson that says, why? And that's going to help you learn more to apply this in life and in the real world when you leave. So again, I had said, look at recordings in that, and the class syllabus. There's a schedule in the back. I know it's like the Declaration of Independence, it's 10 pages long, but in the back, we've got it broken down class by class as to what deliverables are there. Your professors will help remind you of that, and kind of always ask if you're wondering if something's due or not. We will keep you on the course. So this is probably the one slide that goes everywhere in life. Do not fall behind. I have been that accounts payable person, and that's the way my inbox has looked a lot in my career, but I work like anything to get that down and whatever. But if you know an exam is coming, in your class you've got certain papers in that plan. So make sure that, with all your classes, you can kind of plan it through. For our class, the way that accounting works and how we're teaching it, at least at this level, accounting and finance, each day's materials builds on the past. So if you fall behind, it's going to be a little hard to catch up. So what you want to do is talk to your instructor if you don't know anything. We are here. We do not judge. We love to answer questions. I could answer questions all day long. Come see us if you have a problem. We'll go over problems. We'll recommend resources and the like. But come talk to us and we will help you in anything that's possible. I'm now going to turn the slide and pass it over to Professor Casale.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bentley again from me. Let's say, do not fall behind. That's very important, as Professor Wolf said. But I just want to tell you one thing. Don't be scared of GB 112, 212. There's no such a thing of like being scared with numbers, being scared with accounting and finance. Those are all great subjects, and you will find out about that, and you will be enthusiastic, and you'll be happy that you are studying those topics, believe me. And your instructor, every instructor that we have at Bentley will make sure of that you will become very enthusiastic about what you're learning. After all, we are a business school, so GB 112, 212, it's really the foundation for business. So we are here to help you. Professor Lynn and I, we are the coordinators, so you guys can ask us any questions. Yes, you have to email us, but we will respond to you, and I promise, even within 24 hours. So that's a big promise right there, and I'm being recorded. So don't be shy. speak up in class. Now you're saying, how can I do that? I am behind a screen. Maybe I'm in the class because I'm doing an hybrid class, but still the professor is like involved with two screens. All these people in the classroom, on the TV. So you are afraid, but don't be, because we, the instructors, understand what you are going through. We are going through the same thing right now, and have to deal with all different kind of modalities, the hybrid, the synchronous. So please, don't be shy. If you don't understand something, ask. Don't leave that classroom, don't leave that lesson with so many doubts. And if there is no time, you email your professor, or and reach out to them, reach out to him or her. So during the lecture, you will have plenty of opportunity to ask your instructor questions, and they will, everybody here will give you that kind of opportunity. They will always say, so do you have any question? So I'm sure that all of you have a question, and there is always that one question that you say, oh, I wish I had asked, but I'm so glad that my classmate asked. So be that person to ask that question. So we all want you guys to succeed. So do go through the office hours. Yes, those office hours are going to be virtually, but believe me, look at me right now. I'm talking to all of you. Don't you feel like we are in the same room right now? It will be the same during the office hours. You will feel the connection with your instructors, even if it's behind the screen. So please attend class and attend those office hours. Next slide. Yes. So I'm sure you have already explained to you all the available resources here at Bentley. I'm starting from the bottom. The first year seminar is the so-called success seminar here at Bentley. I've taught that, and you know that you're going to learn all those, the communication, the presentation skills. You're going to learn about how to work in teams. You're going to learn about academic integrity. You're going to learn, and you're going to develop all those skills to be a successful student at Bentley, and in GB 112 to 12, obviously. You know about the disability service. I'm sure they have talked to you about it. If you have an accommodation in high school, don't wait until exam 1 to ask for it. Go, and they're going to be very helpful and available to you in Gen 336. Same with academic services. They have a great peer tutoring program that is called the Geek Squad. They offer these tutors in a variety of subjects, including GB 112 to 12. So you might qualify for that also for a private type of tutoring, but you have to go to academic services to find that out. And then there is the English for speakers of another language. Well, I speak another language. I'm Italian. You can hear my accent, right? So I went to that when I first came in this country. I don't want to tell you how many years ago, but I use that kind of resources. So please do so if you are an international student. And then the Writing Center, of course, is always helpful, especially if you have to write. And you do need to write. We have a course project in GB 112 where you need to write 1 page, but still you might need some help. So it's encouraged that you go there. And then we have the Leaf Lab. In the Leaf Lab, there are many tutors there, but there is one tutor. His name is Victor, that we are going to have this semester, and they will be working just for the GB 112 to 12 students. So how lucky you are, very lucky. So you can go there, and it will be the hours of Victor's will be posted on the Blackboard soon. The hours of the Leaf Lab are already posted on the Blackboard, but the lab will start the week of September 13. So please go and use all those resources that are available to you. So missing a class. Well, we all say you have to attend a class, but there are circumstances where you have to miss a class for a legitimate reason. Always let your instructor know in advance. If you are, you might want to also email any homework that it is listed on the syllabus for that class in advance, because I'm sure you have already looked at your syllabus and you know that homework in both the GB 112 and 212 are part of the evaluation, so part of your grade. So you don't want to miss those points. So what you want to do, if you feel you cannot make to class both hybrid or online, you need to make sure that you attach to that email where you say, I cannot make it to class today, but here are my homework. So in case your instructor collects the homework, you are covered. So please do that, and I'm sure your instructor will tell you that. Obviously, you're gonna make friends. Even online you can make friends, because I'm sure the instructor will give you the opportunity to work in breakout rooms and maybe introduce each other and exchange information. So you will have a classmate where you can get a note from, and you can always see your instructors during office hours with any question about the class that you miss. Obviously, all the PowerPoints will be available for you on the Blackboard for that lecture, but it's always good to reach out to the instructor and say, hey, I missed the class, I went to the PowerPoint, but I still have this kind of question. Obviously, there are instructors out there, such as me and Professor Lynn. We teach multiple sections. Although I teach honors classes, so this is for the honors student, but also for every other student out there. Your instructor can have another section that you can attend, so you can just ask the instructor, I missed this section, but I'll be able to attend another section. And so bottom line, if you miss a class, always communicate that first, unless of course it is an emergency, but still after that you have to make sure that you reach out to the instructor. That is a key. How to study for exams? Oh, well, we all wanted to get 100, right, guys? I know I cannot hear you, but I feel I can hear you. So we all want to do really well. And you will. So how? Well, you got to study. But how? You say, yeah, I know I have to study. That's easy for you to say. But how do I study for the GB 112 or 212 exams? First of all, you're going to have a list of learning objectives, and we are going to just test it on those. So that's great news, right? So there should not be, and there will not be anything on the exam that is not a learning objective. So that's great news, because you say, okay, so every time I go to class, the first thing I'm going to see at the beginning of each PowerPoint will be the list of learning objectives for that class. So what I need to do, I just need to make sure that I know those. I just need to make sure that I go along with each class, with each lecture, each time I go to class, I know what the professor is going to talk about, and I'm not going to cram all the work until the end. So I'm going to take notes. Maybe I won't have time to take notes during class, but when classes finishes, I'm going to say, well, the professor talked about this learning objective. Can I expand that? Do I really understand the learning objective? Let me see. Let me go to the reading of the textbook, the chapters. Let me go to the Learning Smart through Connect, because that's another tool that you are going to have from your textbook. Let me go to the PowerPoints, back to the PowerPoints. Let me look at the homework. Let me look at the handout, and then you can start maybe make your own notes next to each learning objective. And then if you're getting any homework, any problems wrong, and you really wanted to know, I'm really not sure about this learning objective, again, ask your instructor. Send them an email. Go to the office hours. There is no secret, guys. This is it. You have to reach out for help. And now, guys, this is as you can tell, that's a nice icon right there. That is telling you can do it. You can do it, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Remember that Professor Lynn and I and your instructor is here for you. So good luck to you all. And if you guys have any question, we still have a few more minutes. So I see a question right here, Professor Wolf.
Yep. I see one. The first one says, how do I join Blackboard for this class? So what happens is, what I always tell everyone is you go right to my.bentley.edu on the web. Use Chrome, I think is usually preferred. Go in there, and that always has like a whole area of all the applications you need. That's where I go. So if I need Zoom, if I need Blackboard, if I need Qualtrics, which I don't know if you need, but all of the Workday, all of those things, you go there and you can click. When you come into Blackboard, what you should see is a list to the right that is all of your classes. So you should have each one of your professor's Blackboards. If you don't, go to your professor and say, I don't see your class on there. Please help me. And they'll get you the help to get that on there. That might happen if maybe you're transferring classes, drop add, just different sections in that.
I'll take the second question. What are the office hours? The office hours, every instructor has their office hours listed on the syllabus. So once you have access to Blackboard and you can download the syllabus, then you see the office hours in there. And it's on the first page of the syllabus. And obviously you need to, on that, you also will find the link to the virtual office hours. Usually it's also listed on the Blackboard, but the first place to look at is the syllabus. Professor Wolf, do you want to take the question about the textbook?
Yes, that's my number one question. But let me say one thing about the office hours. I know everybody is all over the world in different time zones and modalities and that. A lot of your instructors, I'm one that's included. I'll put by appointment. So if I made my office hours, I think mine are like 6:30 to 8 on a Tuesday. But if that doesn't work for somebody overseas or whatever, I do them by appointment. So I'll try to accommodate, time zones and stuff as best I can. I'm probably not so good after like 2 a.m., but for the most part, I'll try to help you anytime I possibly can. And I think that goes for a lot of our instructors in that. So to the textbook question, should I have my textbooks prior to class starting? You don't need them for the first day. We're going to kind of just get you acclimated to GB 112, 212, introduce each other, and kind of go through the syllabus and that. But the reason I've been sending all those emails out is more because of the modality change and people being overseas. We wanted people to get their textbooks. It's not the usual, everybody goes to the campus, everybody walks to the bookstore, parages around and all that stuff to get their books, decides, comes back. The bookstore has asked us to try to get people to go online and make the orders that way. If you don't see anything, like if I saw some students were asking about, we can't get the hard copy book. If you want something that's online, go to the bookstore, write them on the contact us, and they'll be able to give you an online code. But not to worry, because we have a 14-day free trial access. So even if the first day of class you can't get your book and it didn't come in the mail or whatever, you can use that 14-day free trial access, and I believe there's a way to buy it off of that. So not to worry, and if you have any issues or problems, let your instructor know, because they'll get it to me, and I'll try to figure out how to make all the books get to wherever they need to go.
Yeah, there are many questions on the textbook. Why should we buy the kids packet and course textbook? I'm not sure what the website again is. Maybe the Blackboard website. They ask about.
Are you talking about to get the text? I sent some emails that gave you the link to the Bentley bookstore, and then it goes to a drop down where you can say, okay, you can put all your classes in. So it's not just for ordering us, it's for ordering all your classes, and they can just pick that whole order and get it ready for you.
And then they ask if an instructor asks that we print things out and we don't have access to the printer. So I guess if you don't have access to the printer, because you're not on campus and you say you're at home and you are far away from campus, you don't have. I think you can work something out with your instructors. That we do understand. I don't think that it shouldn't be a problem, because in this kind of environment, printing something, it would be more for your benefit. Maybe you wanted to write things down for yourself, but other than that, I don't think there is anything that we should print at this point, and especially if you cannot have access to the printer. So I would not worry about that. Do you think, Professor Wolf?
Yeah, I think so. The thing is going to be bring your laptops to class, and if you work a lot, with them, you can do that. If you want to have paper and notes to take notes on the side, you'll have that. But in case we have breakout rooms, whether you're in class or online, having your laptop is going to be kind of the way to work things. We're also going to teach you a little bit about Excel, so we'll teach you how to be more productive in doing it instead of having to write all things down or type all things down. We'll show you how to use it to make doing your homework a little bit easier. I just want to, there's two questions I want to combine. The website to go to Blackboard is my.bentley.edu. That will get you to that portal of everything. And the registration instructions on how to register, each professor has it on their syllabus. So if you go to my class, you go to the syllabus, find your section, because I have multiple sections, but find what section you're in, take that link, paste it in to like Chrome or whatever, and you'll be able to register your, whether you bought the hard copy or you're doing online or the free trial.
So there are a couple of questions on the calculator. Yes, we do encourage the calculator, the BA2 plus, especially because the next semester you will be doing also time value of money. I'm talking about GB212, and that is the calculator that you need to use. So there are cheaper calculator version of that, meaning that you can find the calculator everywhere. So I wouldn't worry that there shouldn't be any problem getting the right calculator. So yes, you cannot use your old one. Professor Wolf?
I'm looking back to textbooks. Someone said if I am buying textbooks remotely in my home country, when do I need to do it? Depending on how far you are, how far your home country is, I would do it sooner than later. At least, and even if you're getting the hard copy and you're getting it shipped halfway around the world, just know that the bookstore is actually scratching the access code off, emailing that to you, so you have that to link right away and sending your books in tandem. Now the case book is only in hard copy, and I'm trying to figure out how we do that if people don't. So again, if you have logistical issues, you can go to your professors or to me, and we'll try to figure it out.
So other question, obviously there are a lot of questions about the homework. I think we have how to where to find the homework, where to find the link, the Zoom, how do we access Zoom for classes? Professor Wolf, do you want to say anything about that?
How do we access Zoom for classes? Sorry,
Yes.
I was reading ahead in all the questions. See,
That's right.
I wasn't even paying attention on Zoom, right? Basically, your syllabus is going to help you do that. Everything's going to be on Blackboard. Know that all your assignments, homework, and solutions will be there after we have the classes. So you'll have everything that you kind of need there. All the links for Zoom are on your Blackboard as well. So you'll have the links for whatever section you're in. Make sure you pick the right section. Like again, if you're in my class, I might have 2 sections on the Zoom site. So, but I also have them available in case you want to go to see another class.
So we only have another minute left. I just want to say to the student that are wondering if the book the physical book is very big, but it's a leaf book. So you don't have to bring the entire book to class. You can just take a couple of pages related to that chapters if you wanted to bring that with you to class. And the grading system, it is in your syllabus. It is going to be the same for all the GB 112 to 12 students. There are no extra credits. So you cannot ask your instructor to give you some extra credit. So you need to do well with the stuff that is listed in the syllabus under the evaluation page. And that's very important.
Yeah. And I did in my multitasking, I just took a screen of the questions. So if we didn't answer your questions, I will either do like a frequently asked questions or something like that to be able to get them to you.
Yeah, we're going to
post it on all sections.
So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you on campus, on Zoom or wherever. Good luck. I know you can do this.
Yes, and email us if you need anything, okay? casale@bentley.edu.
Thank you both for helping out with this session. I'm sure it was very helpful to everyone on here. And for all the students who are still on, take the next 10-15 minutes for a little bathroom break, stretch, whatever you need to do. And then at 11:30, hop back onto this call for the GB 110 overview. Thank you, guys.